Let's talk about threading in Python. So when you look at the quiz, I want you to look at it and tell me what do you think is the answer below. Alright, now let's move and talk about threading. Threading simply means a way that permits multiple tasks to run simultaneously within the same process. To begin with threading in Python, you just need to import the module threading. Okay. Now let me just import this module sleep or time. Now, to thread in Python, what you're going to need is you need to have a function which you're going to thread. Let me call the function I'm going to thread. I'll call the function worker. And I'll pass something in the function. Let's say I want it to print a count. Now I can just pass a particular variable, let's say date or start equals true. I'll say y start. I'll make my function to sleep a little. Then I can now print the counts. Print counts. Also iterate. Now if I come down here and I call back my function worker, it prints normally. So this is now running in the main thread because there are two types of thread. This worker runs in the main thread. Let me show you it runs in the main thread. For example, let's just ask a user to input something like anything, like an enter or a or anything. Let's just ask the user, say input, press enter key. Okay, I'll run this and you see. If you see down here, I don't see the press enter key because this has to finish before this comes into place. Are you understanding? Okay. Now let's clear. Let me now introduce you to threads. How do we make these and these to run at the same time? Okay. I'll put in a variable that will break this particular while statement so that you see how the two work at the same time. So let's just change start equals to false. Correct. Now I want to put this particular function in a thread. All I need to do is I'll call my module threading. Let me just call it and I'll call my module threading. And I'll say threading the thread. Okay. You see here, I need to put the target. Which function am I targeting? I'll put target here, put worker. My target is the worker function. And I close. Then I'm going to put multi.start. That's it. Now, what this does is, it says, hey, take this my worker function and pass it as the target. I want it to run simultaneously with everything in the main thread, like this. Hope you're seeing. So now, when our function runs, this runs in the background, and this continues as the main. It doesn't reach here. Remember, we start here first. Okay, when I run this function, you see what happens. Okay, now you see the main thread is there At the same time, it ran with this. You see this here? 1, 2, 3, and so on. It keeps on printing. It keeps on printing. Then my press enter key was set also at the beginning. At the same time that this worker started here. So that's the magic of threading in Python. It permits us to be able to run multiple tasks at the same time. I can define as many functions at the same time and run them at the same time in the same process. As you can see, they see printing. Now, if I press the enter key, as said here, say press the enter key. If I press the enter key, bam, what does it do? It changes my start to false and hence breaks this while condition. So that's just the basics of threading. Okay. So there's another thing I would like to show you. It's called daemon in threading. So what does daemon do? Daemon says, hey, I want you to make this thread not a priority. Just let it be passive. Don't make it a priority. So when I say don't make it a priority, what does it mean? It means if this, my main thread, stops, I want you to stop the thread. I want you to stop the thread. Because let me show you how important daemon is. For example, let's say we don't define start to false. I will just have this. If we do this, it keeps printing, right? It keeps printing. If I press enter, guess what happens? It keeps printing. My main thread has stopped, but this thread is still running in the background, so it keeps printing. Now, if I want this thread to stop at the same time that the main thread stops, no matter what, all I need to do is come here, I put daemon, and I say true. Background task, complete background task, in such a way it is attached to the main thread. If the main thread stops, it stops too. So it's simply what happens. Now I come here, I stop this code, I clear, I run back. You see, press enter key. You see it's printing in the background. If I press the enter key, it stops. Because my main thread has stopped, so this has to stop. So I hope you now understand what is threading in Python. If you have a question, please leave a comment and I'm going to answer it. Okay, now let's move to our quiz and answer it. I guess it's easier now to understand. As you can see, almost the same thing. We just have the join here that I'm going to talk about soon. So from the explanation I gave, what answer do you think it is before I continue the explanation of this quiz? Okay, let's just copy and paste here. Oh, messy. Okay, I think everything is fine. We can proceed. So let's look at our tutorial. It says import threading, import time. It says define the function, print numbers. It says for I in range 3, that's from 0 to 3. It says print I, then sleep 1. Okay, and it says t equals threading.thread target print numbers t.start t.join. So that's just what our function says. So as you already know, the threading.thread takes in the target print numbers and is t.start. Okay, t.start to start the thread. Now this t.join, essentially, what does t.join say? T.join says, okay, in case we had something down here like print 1, t.join, what it means is let this thread finish. We give priority to the thread, so it's no longer a background per se. Though it's background, but it's no longer a background per se. Let it finish before we move on to the main thread. So we have made it to move on to the main thread and execute like the main thread before we continue on any main thread procedure. So that's it. Now let me run this. I'm going to know what our answer is. So if I run this, 0, 1, as you can see, 2. So that's just what our answer is, A. And it's not B because, yes, of course, there are delays. Sleep is set to 1 second. So we have delays. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this video helps you a lot and see you next time.